Hello everyone, Warhammer here, and welcome back to the Numas campaign for Mortal Empires. Now before we actually get started with today's episode, I just want to thank you for the positive response I've had for the first video. I'm glad to see people are enjoying it, and I hope you continue to enjoy the series as we progress further in the campaign. But before we do that, we need to actually, bit of a segue here, defend Qatar against the beastmen that have come to attack us. Now, this beast lord has got a name I cannot pronounce for the life of me. Blood Drink. Let's call him the Blood Drinker. He's come to attack us at Qatar. We do outnumber him, but our troops are not as good. What I'm really hoping to have to hold out for is to get our Shabati, and we're going to probably have to see how many people of ours have to die before we can actually get those in the battle. Although thanks to the mods I'm using, I do have the opportunity that once they've been summoned, they will stay on the battlefield. To me, I felt that just felt a bit more closer to the tabletop. That's how it worked in the tabletop. If you summoned a creature, like, with the undead, you raise the dead, they will stay on the battlefield until your opponent kills them. They don't just hang around and then come off the map a bit later. Now, anyway, enough of me talking about that. While we're looking here, well, we've got two impassable terrains here and a nice exposed area here. So, assuming my troops can actually stretch across this, that could potentially make a good choke point. And we could put archers then on the top here and here. But I have a feeling that's going to be a lot bigger than it actually looks like on the map here. Probably not going to be able to do that. What might work then is if we keep the spearmen here, and then I use the archers then to go around the flanks and try and attack the enemies from the flanks. They can either charge in and cause those morale penalties for having a rear charge, or they could just shoot into the enemy's rear. Now the only problem with that plan is that the enemy have archers of their own, and to be honest, I don't know how much better they are compared to us. A chakra? Huh? What the... Okay. Apparently, this unit of spearmen has a name. Ashaka. Okay. Fair enough. I'm not going to question that. Okay, we've got a morale debuff just because of difficulty. That's annoying. Okay, let's have a quick look at what their ones are like. So, Ughur Raiders, even as skirmishers, are better in combat than me. Jesus Christ. Yeah, their general spearmen better than mine, their herd better than mine, and of course they got the beastman lord too. Okay, well, for the king himself, Tutankhanut, we must defend Qatar. Let's spread you guys out a little bit. Archers then on each flanks, like so. Hopefully we can get a few early shots in. They don't have that much armor, although I imagine they're going to have some shields on some of their melee troops at least. Let's have a look. Yeah, Ughur Horde, skirmishers, shielded. Okay, the spearmen aren't. I think those will probably be the best target for my archers. He is just so heavily armoured compared to the rest of my army and theirs too. Oh, I really hope we can get the Yushabati in before my units die. In fact, how many men have to die? 450. That is basically my entire army. Yeah, I basically need to have one full unit of spearmen left and the rest of my army dead before I can summon in the Shabati to help me win this fight. And that's what I need to win this fight. Ah, crap. This is really going to be difficult. Okay, let's grab you guys and spread you out quickly, ready to charge into the enemy's position. These guys are taking a couple of hits already. The fact they're shielded really isn't helping that much against the enemy's arrow fire. Okay, spearmen start taking some shots against... archers, take some shots against these. And I'll tell you what, you guys get ready to skirmish out should you need to. No idea what you guys are doing, I'll take it though. Okay, our lord is under attack apparently. Okay, let him charge in here, we'll charge in against him. These guys will kite them off. Okay, you guys need to pull back now. Thank you. Okay, you guys need to pull back now. Okay, let's charge in and see if we can get a bit of a hit against these guys. We need you guys to turn around and attack this unit. And while I'm not exactly holding our high hopes on the rest of them, at least you guys seem to be doing reasonably okay. Okay, charge into the rear, please. Okay, they're out of control. These guys are frenzying right now. Right, still not going quite according to plan. Okay, engage them. Okay, we've caught them. Okay, let's see if we can eliminate them perhaps this way. You guys are going to come around this way. Come around the enemy. Come around the enemy. Okay. Right, first boost to health. Good. Okay, start shooting right into the enemy's rear. Come on. It's not difficult. Quickly before they kill my my unit. That's better. Wavering. Okay. Let's hope they waver before we do. Fantastic. Right. You guys turn around and attack their units. You guys kill off these survivors. Chase them down. Kill them off. Make sure they don't come running back. Okay, what's going on over here? We've got... Wow, they've managed to have the Ugors chase them all the way around this side of the map. Is it useful? Maybe not. Have you guys actually charge into the side here? Right, what's going on here? These guys are still routing. Troops apparently rallying. Second buff, okay. This Beast Lord has just slaughtered most of that unit. They're really not doing that much against him. He's exhausted, but he's winning so decisively. It's ridiculous. Let's be honest here. Okay, you guys... This is my general here, and they're getting slaughtered by all these arrows. I still can't get over how yellow these beastmen are. They look like the yellow bastard from Sin City. They're just like that really horrible shade of yellow. Ugh. Okay, one unit's dead. The others are dead. They've crumbled. And you guys are crumbled too. Right. What's going to happen? Well, I'm hoping, since we no longer see what they're doing, I'm kind of hoping they're going to go after this unit. Well, any unit really will do. Oh crap, they've come back. Okay, charge in. Maybe we'll do a nice debuff to them. Okay, combat's even. They are frenzying. Alright. What we got here? We've got raiders there. More raiders there. That's that herd that survived. Oh, no, don't catch up with the enemy's army. Just run away. Just run away. How are you guys doing? Okay, I'll tell you what. Shoot these guys. No, I'll tell you what. Finish them off. No, shoot them. Shoot them. There we go. We can then turn out fire and attack those Ugor raiders ourselves then. We just need them to break. Just do enough damage to them so they shatter. Come on. Oh crap, these guys are now caught in a... Some of them are getting shot at, some of them are getting involved in melee. Crap. Really just need a way for them to get the... Right, these guys are off the battlefield. Right, turn around and start firing at these guys. Are you within range? Who's actually got further range? Oh, they're exactly the same. Crap, this is not ideal in the slightest. Right, okay, this unit's dead. Ushabati, quickly summon them in before... Fingers, it takes 2 seconds. If this unit crumbles, which it hasn't, thankfully, right, and then we would have lost that battle. And we finally managed to get a bit more health back too. Oh, that's so good to see. Okay, let's have you guys come in, see if you can at least do a bit of a weird charge and give them a morale penalty. Alright, what we may end up doing then is having my Shabati go after the Beast Lord. If we can get him running away, which given the fact that he's exhausted, may prove easier than anticipated. We can use the archers for some sort of... Okay, chase him down. Right. Who's going to come at us first? Ugor Raiders, Ugor Herd. I mean, to be honest, we could take these out, but I don't want to fight them all at the same time, because then that's going to make things even harder for our army than it's going to be. So, I'll tell you what, walk away. And let's let them come towards us. And if we have them quite near the end of the map, when they start to run away, they hopefully will run off quite quickly then too. Alright, but you guys need to chase after them. You guys are drained. You know, somehow the impassable steps of the undead don't quite apply in this game. I suppose they had to do it for balance reasons, but it was always something that bothered me a bit about it. There we go, you killed him. That's good. Alright, how are these guys doing? They're all moving at the same speed anyway. Alright. Okay, you're all slowing down as well. Okay. Those guys have retreated off the battlefield? Right. Let's just get these guys all ready to fight. So you guys are going to turn around and start moving towards these archers. Start fighting the... Okay, we chased off the spearmen. Right. You got less men. Go and fight them. Okay, let's speed this up a little bit now at this point. Right, we just need to charge in. Archer, see if you can do anything against them. Oh Christ, that was bad for them anyway. Oh, we can just see all the blood squirting off everywhere. Oh Jesus. Okay, one unit's already starting to retreat. Start shooting at the raiders. See if we can scare them off completely. Okay, another hood's gone. Okay, finish off. See if we can get their leader to run away. Okay, focus on... Okay, one unit shattered. Go and shoot down that Ugo herd. Or shoot down their herd here too. Oh, come on. Don't let him... No, I tell you what. Let him run. Let him run. Let him run. Don't kill him. Let him run. Right, the reason being is if they're going to try and come back, we can either chase down all their units, or we can chase down what survivors we need to, and then just make sure then the rest of them are in such a bad state they can't come back and fight us without dying. So having him with, what, 115 health means that we can go after the rest of them, kill them off, and at least the ones we can reach up into. So you need to really run after them. I said run, not just take big steps. Okay, maybe not. You know what? It looks like they're going to get off the battlefield before we can even catch up to them, so that's fine. We'll do a Pyrrhic victory, we'll accept that. Now the only issue that I've got is that they've now got 191 survivors. And we lost all the garrison apart from this one unit. Now, I don't know how... If I remember right from the last time I played Tomb Kings, I don't remember the cost for like the amount of people you have to have killed before the Ushbati appear. Change independent on the amount of people in the army. So we could have a situation where we might not even be able to summon them because, well, there would be 450 people in this army even after they get a turn to respawn. So what might be better is if I bring my army back from where we were going to attack Aqaba or whatever it was called. Aqaba, no, that's from bloody Aladdin. Whoops. Okay, well, we're not going to attack Aqaba. But, oh Christ, what is it called? The one that we got the Nekak Brotherhood, and we were going to attack them next turn. Okay, Pyrrhic victory, yeah. I mean, we got the potential now that we could just kill him off quite early on in the upcoming fights. The extra money could be kind of useful. Extra campaign movement would be really nice too. Can I pick jars? I'll tell you what, we're going to bind the souls. I'm going to bind the souls of the beastmen to our skeletons. No, we're not going to do that. We'll just take them back from the spirit world and stick them in the skeletons that died. Ooh, a choice of servants. So, Tomb Prince, a Necrotech, and Leech Priest enter your throne room and offer themselves in your service. We can either summon now a hero, or we can just accept a gift instead and get 3,500. Now, we do have a hero already. We've got Ramatep the Visionary. But he's not exactly good in combat, and I think in having a magic user or a Tomb Prince will be extremely useful. Let's go for the priest. King Simudes has returned from their absence. Okay. I presume that was, I did notice when we started the campaign that that particular king was recovering from injuries or something. So I wonder if it's maybe a thing in the game that for Mixu that Tutankhanut is sort of pre-programmed to take over from his position. So obviously that king has got a few turns to wait before he can be summoned back onto the map again. But we can pop through all this. Okay. Not gonna question it. Straight Talahoff. Hang on, Tahoff. Oh, yes. We can eventually summon a Casket of Souls. That is fantastic. I love this Casket of Souls. That's gotta be one of my favourite units in the Tomb King's army. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. It's going to cost a lot of money though, 5,000 to recruit it, but it also gives a bunch of bonuses too. Oof. Okay, back to this. So we do have these guys, and they could potentially go after Qatar. We've got these guys, and they can go after the Springs of Eternal Life.
King of greatest dynasty.
To be honest, I kind of want to go back up north. I want to make sure that these guys don't burn Qatar to the ground. I mean, what's the garrison like now? Garrison details. Yeah, we got 30, 60, 90, 180, 203 men, so to speak, going to fight. And yeah, that's not ideal. I'll tell you what, we're going to have you force march. Let's see if this will help me get there and for the next turn. Hopefully that will be enough. Otherwise we may have to try and do something. In fact, could we potentially? I don't think we can, no. I just want to see if, because of the fact that we already apparently used King Simudus, if we could potentially have summoned him on, but of course we've limited in the amount of lords we can use. So never mind about that. Okay. Kind of want to save the money up to see about upgrading this. Or we could upgrade Qatar, assuming it's not burnt to the ground. Or we could save the money and actually get the next level up for the Crypt Barracks so we can get access to Nekaharen warriors. That would be a nice addition to the army to replace the skeleton warriors. So I'm thinking we'll probably go for that instead. And Intes. Oh! Where there is dark, there must be light, and so just as day follows night, there were those in the mortuary cult who are skilled in banishment magic and white wizardry. Huh. Is that a thing? I have no idea. Like, hang on. Check something. Lich Priests. Lich Priest of Death. Light. Nehakara. Shadows. Shadows are going to do parts of the dark arts, even lights. Okay, this is odds. I'm going to have to check and see if this is actually from one of my mods, because I don't remember Lich Priests having access to these spells. I know they get Nehakara, because that's sort of their standard one, but I didn't realize that they can get Light Magic, Death, and Shadow. That must be from a mod. I definitely don't remember that being a thing, although it has been so long since I've played as the Tomb Kings. But we're going to roll with it. So welcome Intes, our Lich of Priest of Light, it seems. Okay, let's have you... Let's make you join up with the army next turn. You might as well head towards Qatar. Because we already got 20 units in there, we'll get rid of one of the skeleton horsemen and replace it with Intes. I think that would be much more better. Let me just check. You do get all the light spells, don't you? Yeah, Exorcism, Fast Protection, Light Up Battle. Not that that's... Yeah, this must be a thing, although I can't deny that some of this stuff is going to be quite nice to use. You know, things like this, increasing our melee attack and speed for our basic troops, or even our, statues and that is going to be phenomenal. Right? That's really, really good against enemies. Then things like the Light of Battle, we don't really need to care about the Light of Battle because our troops don't run away, they break. But this unit does not suffer any form of leadership loss. My troops will never crumble in combat while the spell is active. Holy crap, this is going to be good. And this as well, increase in armor and melee defense. We'll be making our soldiers nearly as good as knights in combat. Oh my god. I don't care if this is something been introduced with a mod. This sounds good. I'm happy about this. I'm glad it's turned out. Anyway, what's I gonna say? So last episode I was talking about Numas, the Scarab city, and I thought today we can actually talk about our Tomb King Tutankhanut. So Tutankhanut was not traditionally a king, so to speak. Instead, he was the son of the current king of Numas when he was alive. He was skilled as a hunter, well known for hunting down large prey, and he went on expeditions quite often. However, at the age of 15, he was killed on a hunting expedition, and grieving for his loss, his father gave him a burial fit for a king. And then skip forward quite a few years later, during the Great Resurrection, where all the Tomb Kings and princes and that were raised from the dead and found that the world was not the afterlife that they were promised by the Leech Priests. In particular, Tutankhanut, when he came out and woke from the dead, he was disappointed to find that the promises that he would be given a body of gold was not fulfilled. And so, going to his Leech Priests, he demanded that they make this reality. And so they did. And so, that's the reason why he's actually, never mind all this stuff being out a Shaka, it's one of the reasons why he's really looking for gold. Because that's his demand. That's what he wanted, to at least represent the fact that, well, that's what it was promised him in the afterlife. Now, we need to do a hunting expedition for some more beasts. So we're going to go and chase down the beastmen that have been taking the beastways apparently through the deserts. I think they really do need to get rid of some of the change the mechanics, like having this one where it says use beast paths, like secret beast paths. Yeah, I doubt they actually have many in the desert, which people like Tutankhanut will know this realm like the back of his hand. Like, really, the idea of him being, oh, by the way, you know, these enemies are going to be, other paths we don't know? Doubt it. Not going to worry about that. These guys aren't replenishing anyway, are they? No. Okay. Let's disband you. I'm just not too comfortable using the horseman archers, but it's just my thing. So let's give you him instead. And next turn we'll be able to go after Blood Drinker and kill him. Alright. A little bit more. We can actually upgrade this. The only thing, like I said, we'll have to keep an eye out is making sure... Kasaba. Right. We just have to make sure at Kasaba that we don't have any issues with the Nekark Brotherhood until we kill off these guys. I wonder, actually, if just for the moment it could be worthwhile to try and get peace with them. No? Okay, Force One. Well, I probably butchered his pronunciation. I know he's one of the elder vampires. But, okay. I gave you the opportunity for peace. You chose not to. I am going to be so annoyed if he ends up going after the Springs of Eternal Life. But hopefully he's not going to burn them down like the beastmen would if they tried to... they attacked Qatar. So I'm glad we chose this option to go off and chase after them. So yes. So Tutankhanut... He was given a body of gold, and it also, because of his expertise in his human life, which is why he is a master of the bow now. Now, because of his golden body that was given to him by the Leech Priests, when he arrived in Numas and stepped out, the humans that were decided to come to Numas, the Scythians, saw him and believed he was a manifestation of their god, and so bowed the knee and accepted him as their god. Which, I said god too many times, didn't I? But you get the gist of it. So, because of that, he is now ruling a city of both the living and the dead. A very, very cool thing, I must say. And that's a little bit more about Tutankhanut. Now, apparently, Ashakar, my Sora Scar veteran, who is leading the defenders of Qatar, is constantly being wounded and taking time to recover. I have no idea what that is all about. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Right. Looks like we're going to have to think, is there a way we can slow them down? Blocker army. Can we do that? Yes. Okay. This should hopefully prevent them from running away, and we can chase them down and hunt them next turn. In the meantime, who's that upgraded Ramatep? Okay, could potentially go for Block Army. I think we'll do 1 point in that. And I'll go for Indomitable Will. I think that would be kind of useful, just giving him a little bit of an extra boost when it comes to combat. And what level is he? 3 at the moment. Eventually we'll be able to go for Frantic Fever. As we'll find out, he's very passionate about his work. And so it will make sense then that he's going to be, bringing that to the battlefield. In fact, he's very particular and protective about his work, as I'll talk about probably in the next episode now, thinking about it. Anyway, let's make sure they don't run off. Like I said, I'm a little bit concerned that the Neckarch Brotherhood are going to come after the Spring's Eternal Life, since we're up here chasing down his tiny little beastman force.
Greetings, creature. What manner of thing are you?
I'm sure you'll recognize a giant talking rat when you see one, Tutankhanut. So, it was actually advised to me to go after Clan Moors pretty early on before we go after the rest of the Toon Kings. So, by doing this, we can actually capture the fair bit of the mountains here, I believe, as well as Karak Ogre, which is one of our victory objectives anyway. And it doesn't look like Clan Moors is that particularly strong right now. So, you know what? We're going to deny your non-aggression pact. Instead, I think we're going to go and hunt him down after this. Like I said, I like the idea that Tutankhanut is a hunter in death as he is in life. And so hunting after beasts and thing is not going to be as much of a challenge to him now with maybe lions and that, given he is undead. So maybe going after beastmen and giant rats would hopefully, fulfill that desire, that enjoyment in him. Hey, it's my headcanon. We're going to make it work. Anyway, I'm hoping you guys don't get away from me anymore. I want to hunt you down. I want to kill you and make sure you're not a threat on the...
I have had eternity to gather my resources. What do you need?
That's a very friendly chat to the top knots. Why do you get? Let's have a pact. Okay, so they want me to pay 100 and we'll get on aggression with them. I think that will work. We can allow them to continue fighting against Khemri, and they're fighting the Jaggerhorns anyway, which is probably the reason behind our alliance, or this offer. They don't like the fact we are actually got a treaty with Khemri, but they're quite happy about the fact they've been fighting against the Jagged Horn tribe. Okay, they can be very happy when we kill them. So, I'm going to take it, even if we... I don't really want to pay the 100 though, to be honest. There we go. That was easy.
You scheme like Sekhmet, and like that goddess, are nothing more than a concubine.
I know that's what they get up to for fun, but I wouldn't turn around and want to know about the blood, the beastmen's sexual habits, shall we say. Anyway, they want me to pay them money for a peace treaty when they're about to die. Jog on, mate. Right.
I am sculptor and slave driver.
Okay, Ashaka apparently is... that must be a bug somewhere, but apparently we're gonna have to deal with it. No matter. Okay, tell you what. Ramatep, join up with... No, I'll tell you what, actually. Can you... Ooh. Well done, you picked up the Legionnaire of Asap. It's not a life for once untie, poor venomous fool, be angry and dispatch. Oh, you failed. Bugger. No matter, we'll chase you down. We're just within range. Let's finish him. And you're dead. Plus 19 men in that. I'm gonna go for the extra cash, as well as the ability to move much more quickly, because then we'll be able to start making our way down to take on the Neckarch Brotherhood back at Kashabar. So we'll head down this way. Take us 2 turns, that's fine by me. You guys can join up in the next turn. Right, what can level up now? We've got 4 more turns if we want to actually increase Numas. And I do feel tempted to do that. That does actually give me... Okay, it doesn't actually give me a boost to my research. They lie. It's just 5% in general. Okay. What's the difference between these, anyway? Oh, Shabati, Nekahan warriors, and a Tomb Prince leading the army. And, yeah, that's just going to annoy me if I keep doing that. Okay, I'm going to actually spend the money now to do, like I said, and get my hands on the crit barracks, so we can actually get our more skeleton archers and Nekahara warriors. They're probably going to be supplementing the army itself more than anything else, but it'll be fine. Right, Ramatep, what can we give you now? Conqueror, Weapon Strength, Blade Master. Increasing your stats probably would be fairly useful. Block Army, Specialized. I'd rather go for... Let's give you some more jars to start with. And let's boost your melee defense. I think that'll probably be the best choice out of those. Then we need to sort out Tutankhanut.
Address me as your highness.
I will, good sir, I will. Right. I do feel like wanting to boost him up a bit in his own way, rather than just go straight towards his stats, but I know going for his army boost is going to really be useful for us. Extra casualty replenishment as well. That just gives extra... I mean, yeah, his melee stats are not the best. He's probably a lot better fighting at range. So going for something like piercing shots for weapon damage, or this one for the reload time reduction, those would be quite useful for us. We can go for his here, the Prince of Numas at level 5. I'll tell you what, we're going to go for Soul Reaper, get that extra bit of replenishment. Then we're going to go for Sun-Scorched Bones, so we can get the extra armor. Next turn then we'll be able to get melee defense, so that's going to increase it. And we can always work on these two as well. Not too fussed about the charioteers. Definitely want to go for the Shabati. Necrosphinxes, I'll have to check to see whether or not our stats work for that. I don't think it does. But the horsemen are definitely a thing we want to try and get. I wonder, can we make trade now with any of our neighbours? Yes, King of Tobon. Are you willing to give me this now? No. Okay, can we?
I have conquered your city-state before. Should I do so again?
Yeah, you're going to learn that's not going to happen this time. We've got plans for you, etc. You may not bend the knee, you may be considered the imperishable, but we will make sure you perish. Oh Christ, that was terrible, wasn't it? Anyway, right. How are we doing with research? 6 more turns until we finish that. Okay. So, with that battle now done, I think it's time for us to end the episode. So what's going to happen now for next time? Well, we're actually going to after Kasabar, and we're going to go and defeat the Nekok Brotherhood. We're going to wipe them out. We'll lay siege to their settlement, and we're going to burn it. Well, not going to burn it, we're going to occupy it. The only thing is, though, thinking about it, is that Kasabar is not linked to one of our provinces. It's part of the province to the south of us. Oh, excuse me. Which is owned by the Dune Kingdoms. Yeah, Shifting Sands, as you can see here. So going after the capital will be useful for us, don't get me wrong, and we will potentially be spreading out down to the south once we've dealt with clan wars. But, you know what, we might as well keep it. I'd rather take it now and keep it, rather than let someone else potentially take it, and then we're going to have to go for the hassle of sorting out next time. Alright, let's go for these. A bone to pick. Okay. A pharmacologist in one of your provinces has been tasked with squeezing greater profit from industrial processes. Lost in thought one day when inspecting a smelting plant, he slipped and plunged into the rolling slag. His death was not in vain, however, as the smelters discovered that the introduction of osseous matter worked to strengthen the metal, raising its value, profits are up faction-wide. So now we got all income by an extra 10%, which isn't a lot for us Tomb Kings. I just like the fact that it talks about, oh, someone fell down into the slag. Okay, didn't quite think that was going to quite work with the Tomb Kings, but hey, we're going to roll with it. But anyway, so yeah, that is the end of today's episode, so I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, as always, and I hope you join me next time for more Tomb King action. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, take care, and goodbye for now.